Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. In Part 2, we're continuing our exploration of the Milgram experiments and their lasting effects on behavioral psychology. Controversies surrounding the Milgram experiments. The Milgram experiments, known for their insights into obedience, have sparked debates that still ripple through the psychological community today. While they unveiled unsettling truths about human behavior, they also raised questions about the ethics of experimentation. Let's explore the major controversies that envelop these experiments. Ethical concerns. One of the most significant issues with the Milgram experiments concerns ethics. Imagine being part of a study where you're asked to harm another person, believing the harm is real. The participants thought they were delivering painful shocks to another person. This naturally led to questions about informed consent. Did the participants truly understand what they were getting into? Moreover, the psychological stress inflicted on the participants cannot be overlooked. Many were visibly distressed during the experiments, with some even perspiring heavily, trembling, or laughing nervously in discomfort. The sheer level of stress they underwent brought up alarms about the potential harm, not just to the supposed victim, but to the participants' own mental well-being. Critiques from the psychological community. The psychological community has not been silent about these experiments. Various psychologists and ethicists have critiqued Milgram, highlighting flaws and biases. Some argue that the design of the experiment might have skewed the results. Was the setup pushing people to act in a way they wouldn't usually? Alternative interpretations suggest that participants might have simply been going along with what they thought was expected, rather than showing genuine obedience. Others question the validity of generalizing the findings. Can what was observed in a lab setting predict real-world behavior? Critics argue that the controlled environment might not accurately reflect how people act outside those walls. Modern implications. The controversies surrounding the Milgram experiments have had lasting impacts on how modern research is conducted. They've underscored the importance of balancing curiosity with compassion. Today, ethical guidelines in psychological research have become more stringent. Researchers must ensure that participants are fully informed and that they can withdraw from a study at any time without penalty. These guidelines ensure scientific inquiry doesn't come at the expense of a participant's mental or physical health. While the quest for knowledge is crucial, respecting and protecting participants remains paramount. Ethical considerations are no longer just an appendix to research, they are a cornerstone. This balance ensures that both science and humanity thrive side by side. The Milgram experiments are more than just a chapter in psychology textbooks. They continue to influence how we think about human behavior and ethics in research even today. These experiments showed us something crucial about ourselves: how far people might go to obey authority, even when it means harming others. As we look deeper into the findings and their implications, several key points emerge that highlight their impact and the controversy they sparked. The Milgram experiments unveiled the power of authority in shaping actions. Think about the times you've followed directions just because someone in charge told you to. These experiments showed exactly how people tend to trust and obey authority figures, sometimes against their own morals. It's like when you had to eat your veggies just because your parents said so, even if you didn't want to. Key contributions to behavioral psychology. Understanding obedience. Milgram's work opened up discussions about why people follow orders. It gave psychologists a framework to explore obedience, helping to explain how authority influences behavior. Exploring the human psyche. The experiments pushed researchers to look more closely at what drives human behavior. It's like peeling back layers of an onion to get to the core of why people act the way they do. Teaching limits of authority. The results taught us about the boundaries of authority. They ask us to think critically about when it is acceptable to question commands and stand up for what's right. Ethical controversies. Despite their insight, the Milgram experiments are often criticized for their ethical shortcomings. Emotional stress. Participants were subjected to significant emotional strain, raising questions about the morality of such research methods. Informed consent. The lack of full disclosure meant they didn't truly understand what they were signing up for. These ethical concerns shifted the landscape, leading to stricter guidelines in research. It's important for us to remember that while the findings are valuable, the means by which they were obtained must also be justifiable. Ongoing impact. The experiments sparked a broader conversation about ethics that continues today. They remind us of the fine line between scientific exploration and the well-being of participants. This discussion ensures that current and future research respects individual rights while still seeking to uncover truths about human nature. In summary, the Milgram experiments had a profound impact on behavioral psychology by highlighting the surprising power of authority. At the same time, they forced the scientific community to rethink how studies are conducted ethically. As we continue to ponder these lessons, we remind ourselves of their importance in shaping not just psychology, but how we ethically engage with research and authority in everyday life. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.